Hey, I'm back after about 11 hours. Alright. So, I was just watching some of the video and just to get an idea of where I left off. And I was really tired when I made that video. And I noticed that I said something wrong at the very beginning of explaining the circle of fifths, but you probably picked up on it, that it's not what I meant to say. I actually said that when I was explaining how that's F, then you have the flat side, which is B flat, E flat, A flat, and so on. And then I went to this side. I was talking about how it was the sharps side. And by accident I said like G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and E sharp. They're not sharp keys. It's just G, D, A, and E as the major keys. That's not G sharp, and it's not like a D sharp major key. It's just G major and D major key, A major key. They just have sharps in them. So the F is just an F major, but here's a B flat major. So that's B flat major, the key. So you stick your finger on the black key of B flat and start the scale on the black key, you know. And it's the same way all the way around, you know. You just start on the natural here. The natural A, the natural E, the natural B. And that's just showing the sharps they have in them. And these three that share sharps and flats. And, could I say... Okay, so we talked about how to write out the key signatures on the clef for the sharps, the order in which they go in, right? And they don't, you can't just stick them anywhere. When you write the F, it's got to be on that F. And my battery's gonna die and I have to plug it in really quick. And I'm not gonna stop the camera because then I have to upload tons and tons of videos. So you just look at that for a while. Memorize it. Get it in your head. Yeah, here. Here, if you want to help me out, just get that in there. Alright, here we go. We're getting it plugged in. Alright. Alright, we're good. We saved it. Saved the day. Alright, so free cats go dancing after eating birds. That's the order that you write the sharps. You can't just stick it on any old F. You can't put it there. Right? You got to put it on the top F. The C has to be that C. The G can't go down to that G. It's got to go up to that one. Has to, every time. If you look at any key signature, they'll always follow this order. If you cover that up like that with just the two, that's D major. You cover them all up except for that one, that's G major. Look at the whole thing. You got C sharp major, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So anyway, they have to go in just like that. And same with the bass clef. They have to go just like that. And if you notice, they follow the same pattern. But, you know, obviously they're like one line apart because of the difference of how there's 5 lines on a staff. It's an odd number, so they can't always be all the same. But look, that goes down, up, down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, down, you know. It's the same F, C, G, D, A, E, B. It's the same as that, you know, but you just gotta do them on the right note, or on the right lines and spaces. So it's the same thing for flats, except instead of free cats go dancing after eating birds, flats is, where can I write this? Flats is like this. Oh, it's right here. Flats is B, E, A, D, bead, It doesn't actually have words that go to it. It just spells bead and then G, C, F. And the GCF has words. It goes gets cash fast. So you got bead gets cash fast. And so when you write it out on the staff, it follows the same rules, same up and downs as the sharps, so that makes it easy, right? You have, hold on, I'm gonna like make some room here. Get this out of here. You have B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Sorry, I'm not. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, I guess it is a little different. I forgot about that. It's been a long time since I've written out these things. So my bad. Yeah, because let me see. The sharps are, oh yeah. Sharps are down, up, down, up, down. Flats are up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, really? That's how long it's been since I've written these out. Wow, I surprised myself. And it's going to be the same on the bass clef. And the B we start on the bass clef is this B. Because you got to think this is A. I don't know if you know the bass clef that well, but you play piano, so you probably do. A, C, E, G. I think of it as like ace and then G. Ace, G. So if this is A, then that's B. So we got B, E. Don't mess up. I'm not familiar with the bass clef anymore. B, E, A, D. B, E, A, D, G, C, and then F down here on that line, because this is F, G, A, right? Bead, B-E-A-D, gets cash fast. Man, I feel like I'm teaching myself right now. That's how long it's been. So, I guess it's good I'm making this video. Okay, so there's another thing you have to remember, but first let's just be absolutely sure that we know that the sharps are free cats go dancing after eating birds. And that's how you write them. That F, that C, that G, and so on. And they have to be in that order. If they're not in that order, then it's wrong. You know, it's just not how we do it. And when I was younger, I used to think that, like, if I wrote a piece of music and I was like using a chord or whatever, or like a note that, say, was like a F sharp that kept just reoccurring throughout my music, and, like, you know, it didn't have a key signature, but just this F sharp kept reoccurring, I would just go ahead and stick an F sharp there, you know, or not even F sharp. Well, let's say it's like a sharp, because that's out of there, you know, because the A sharp doesn't appear until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th one. So you're not going to see an A sharp unless all these ones are behind it, right? Because if you just had an A sharp by itself, well, that's not a key signature. So like when I was younger, I was doing it wrong because I didn't understand this stuff. So the only time you'll ever see an A sharp is if it's followed by these other 4. And so same with this. If you ever see an E sharp in a key signature, it's got to have all these other ones behind it. And same with that. And same with all of them, you know? So now that we have, I don't know why I'm showing you that. Now that we have free cats go dancing after eating birds, and we know that they look like that, then just real quick we'll do this again. The flats are, that's just flats. That's not a part of, this is such a mess with the cord. So that's not a part of the acronym thing. So the flats are BEAD, as in bead, GCF, gets cash fast. And they're like that. You start on the middle G of, or I mean, sorry, the middle B for bead. Like it's like the middle of the, it's not really like the middle B on a keyboard, but I mean like in the middle of our staff right here. Right smack dab in the middle. B, up to the E, down to the A, up to the D, down to the G, up to the C, and down to the F. And the same thing on your bass clef. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so you don't want to get this acronym for doing the key signatures confused with the new acronym we're going to do for remembering the circle of fifths so you can draw it from memory. Okay? Drawing the circle of fifths from memory, because you'll have to do this sometimes. You just know that the top is C, you know? You don't even have to think about it, because it's the starting point for everything, because there's no sharps and no flats. So the top is always C. The bottom is always, I always put the F sharp there first. That's just how I do it. So from C, on the left, we have the flats, which start as F major. So the first one of the flat side isn't actually a flat key. It's just F because it has a flat in the scale, right? And then you go down through these ones. And the acronym for this is fine bead gets cash. Fine bead gets cash. And if you notice, you have the F for fine, the B, E, A, D, which are all flat there. Gets is also flat. If you notice, that F's not included because that's sharp. We're not even looking at that right now, so cover it up. Fine bead gets cash. We're talking about that C, not that one, because that's sharp. We're not worrying about anything sharp right now. We're just concerning with flats. So start with C, and then if you want to do the flat side, it's fine bead gets cash. And for the sharp side, you have, I think this one's cool, go down and eat breakfast first, Kathy. Go down and eat breakfast first, Kathy. That's the way that I was taught. So why don't we just do a little one right now. I'll show you how easy it is. You don't have to write in all these sharps and stuff and all these flats and everything like I did. I got that idea from the cover of a book. That's not how I drew it in school, because you know that that's no flats and sharps, and this is the sharp side over here. So the first one has 1 sharp, the second one has the 2 sharps, the third one has 3 sharps, the fourth one has 4 sharps, and so on. And it stops at the C sharp, because you know that go down and eat breakfast first, Kathy is the end of it, so you're not going to have any more sharps because Kathy is the last word, right? And it's the same thing here, except for the F. Just remember that it's not an F sharp key. Just remember that it's not an F flat key. It's just F. And the first flat starts on the B of bead. So you could think of it as, since the F is like an acronym for fine, it doesn't get a flat, but the B does because it spells out bead. And then gets cash. So check it out. This is how I would do them in school. I would just draw a circle, do C, and generally I would do something like this, just to keep, well, I guess you don't have to, but sometimes like I'd make a slash for my G here, and then when I did my flats, I'd like make a slash and put the flats on the inside, but you don't have to. It might be more confusing if you're going to add the minor keys in there, so we'll just leave them on the outside for now. So we got C is nothing, G is 1 sharp. You could do something like this, put a 1, and always sharps, flats. So G, go down and eat breakfast first. It's F sharp, right? Because the key of F is up here. So always remember that that's F sharp. And the way that I do that is I know that C major is on the very top and on the bottom is F sharp. That doesn't get a flat or a sharp. That F down here at the bottom always gets a sharp. Go down and eat breakfast first, Kathy. C sharp, because our C is up here. And then we go fine, B, E, A, D, oh crap, sorry, A, D, gets cash. Hey, get this thing out of here. Okay. Go down and eat breakfast first, Kathy. Fine, B-E-A-D, fine bead gets cash. It kind of helps if like you like draw a line down so that you don't make the mistake I just made and put one in there, and just kind of like remember the D flat C sharp, like which ones go together, you know. Like I said, it's been years. It's been like over like 2 years since I've drawn one of these, so I used to be able to draw them just like so fast because I just had it in my head. And like all of the tests that I took, you know, I had to use this for them. And then so yeah, I guess if you go ahead and draw all the lines through and make it symmetrical and everything, then you can just put a little circle in and add your minor keys like that one, you know. And I mean, I guess for you, if you wanted to go ahead and just do it like this, that would be way better, because then you can look at it every time and see it like this, like, oh, the A flat has 4 flats, you know, just like this. I think that's like the best way to do it, but when I was doing it in school, I just used the shorthand way. because I was drawing like at least 5 a day, you know, and but yeah. So that, let me find some light. So there we go. So that is what I wanted to show you about how to actually, like, for categorizing all these scales with so many different sharps and flats and weird places that you'll never remember it any other way unless you have the awesome circle of fifths right there to do it for you. It's the best tool in music. And I can't think of anything else to do right now. It's getting kind of late, and I'm going to go. Bye.